Good morning, folks, and this is James Ramos from At the Quarter Pole. And as I promised, here's my second segment for the analysis of the 2024 Breeders' Cup Day. And I'm going back to Saturday because I did miss one race that I did a video yesterday. I'm going to promise you, I'm doing this, the Breeders' Cup Turf contenders. And honestly, my first contender will be Fantastic Moon, the horse from Germany. I think he has an excellent chance if they bring him out from Germany. I think the horse will win easy. The only horse I would use. Now, here's the big but. I'm not sure if he is going to run, but that was reported from Horse Racing Nation. Now, this is the horse I like. Most German horses are very good horses. You don't see a lot of them coming out to the Breeders' Cup or even running in the United States, but this horse has potential. This is the horse I would key in the Breeders' Cup turf. And that's right now who I like. If he doesn't run, then I have to audible to two horses. Cherriere, the horse from Japan, who ran third last year against August Rodin by a length and a half, and Jarabi. I both like these horses. That's the audible if Fantastic Moon does not run in the Breeders' Cup turf. I know a lot of handicappers and people on YouTube think that Rebels Romance is a cat's meow after that one, the Shima Classic. But the thing with the Shima Classic that he won was back in March. We're looking at races now that are contending here for the Breeders' Cup in November. Horses change the moods, and also some horses just run in different seasons are better than others. That is a true fact. That some horses run better in spring, some run better in the fall. It's a weird thing. Maybe just they feel happier at the time. Who knows? It's one of those weird oddities. And Rebels Romance won the Breeders' Cup turf 2 years ago. He was about a 5 to 6 to 1 shot. He wasn't in the odds-on favorite. And honestly, I hate to break that poor horse down, so I'm not just gonna let him be. I'm not a Rebel Romance guy, never have been. I think I'm trying to take the upset, and normally the Breeders' Cup turf has been known for upsets. See, way back since the inaugural running in 1984, when Lashkari won for the H.H. Aja Well, V. St. Martin was riding on him. Also, Miss Alleged won at Churchill Downs. I believe that was a 1991 boxcar. So normally the Breeders' Cup turf race always brings a surprise and a nice, decent price. The only last couple of years I remember being odds on fire, of course, last year's August Rodin was the first choice. He won as a favorite. 2019, the Great Bricks and Mortar won as odds on favorite. So those are my horse. Again, Fantastic Moon is my pick if he runs in the Breeders' Cup turf. If not, the audible goes to Cherriere and Jabari. I prefer Cherriere coming out from, of course, running from last year's race, and just another Japanese horse that has a potential of winning the race. All right, that was the Breeders' Cup turf. Now I'm going to the Breeders' Cup juvenile turf. And right now, there's two horses I like for the Breeders' Cup juvenile turf, and that's going to be White Jacket with Aiden O'Brien's charge, also Al Quadra with Charles Appleby. Now, Charlie Appleby has been basically dominating the juvenile on the turf the last 4 years. Horse like Modern Games running in, and I just believe that Al Quadra and White Jacket has the other horses over a barrel, especially American runners. I mean, it's basically like the Euros going on the turf against us is like a duck to water. They just do way better on the turf than our American horses here. Why? Better competition here. This is Captain Obvious. It's just they run against better animals. Those are my two horses for the Breeders' Cup juvenile turf contenders. Once again, be White Jacket and Al Quadra are my two picks. On to the next race, ladies and gentlemen. The Breeders' Cup Sprint Contenders. Again, nice wide open race. There are a plethora of good horses. But Mulligan is one of the top horses. Skelly, also Raging Torrent, the horse I picked for the Pat O'Brien's running in the race. Straight No Chaser, Federal Judge, Nakatomi. It's going to be a very good sprint. In my honest opinion, very wide open sprint. Nakatomi didn't look too well running in Keeneland. Came out a little sluggishly and ran second in his last race. I believe that was the Phoenix race at Keeneland Park. The Chosen Vron is up and running. He's a course specialist. He ran last year. Nobody could beat Elite Power in last year's sprint, so you maybe want to pass on that. I'm not a big Chosen Vron fan about this time of year, and honestly, there's a lot of potential here, and I am going to surprise you with a big long shot, 20-1 Bob Baffert. 20-1 Bob Baffert with Prince of Monaco. Why he's getting that odds? 3-year-old. but that horse showed a lot of potential. You want to go back to the Wayback Machine and go back to the Woody Stevens at Aqueduct, where he ran an incredible race, ran right behind Domestic Product. And I think that's going to be a key race, ladies and gentlemen. If you look at it, the Domestic Product came back and won the Dwyer. Prince of Monaco is going to have a setup, again, closing into the pace. It should be more than an honest pace. Most of your Breeders' Cup sprints have always been dictated by a nice hot pace, 21-4, 45 and change. Could go a lot faster, maybe, but even a moderately fast pace, Prince of Monaco could run into the pace. Prince of Monaco is my pick. I just can't believe this horse going 20-1, especially coming off the key race off the Woody Stevens, knowing the Domestic Product had just won the Dwyer coming out of the Woody Stevens. So that is my pick, long shot pick for the Breeders' Cup Sprint. Other horses, if you want to throw, Mulligan is really good. Federal Judge wasn't too high in that. He came out of Phoenix to get common racing with Nakatomi. Federal Judge had an easy lead. Nobody challenged him. I watched the race and replays. He went on the inside post. He got the one slot, and he was coasting out there. Nobody was even breathing on his neck. So I throw that race out with the Nakatomi. If you like the pace situation, then as I use Prince of Monaco to come out the pace, Nakatomi is a late running sprinter. 9-2 compared to 20-1. I'll take the 20-1 over the 9-2. Also, Prince of Monaco is a California-based horse. Of course, Bob Baffert, California-based trainer. He knows the in and out of Del Mar over the connections of Nakatomi. Though Nakatomi ran a credible race last year at Santa Anita, different compository track. But I wouldn't, if you want to spread out the tickets, if you want to use Nakatomi, it makes sense. I'm taking the 20-1 shot. Prince of Monaco makes a lot more sense and a lot more money. On to the next race. The Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint Contenders. And I like the Japanese horse, going Japanese, I guess, Ikoro Siege. He's 2 for 2, unbeaten, which is always a positive sign to any horse that comes from any track, any around the world. Horse hasn't been beaten. You know, people say, well, what was the competition? Well, we never know what competition he's running at. He could be running against better, it could be running against worse competition, meaning lesser horses, better horses. We don't know that. But considering that they're bringing this horse in and they're bringing a juvenile turf sprint, it's a turf race. They predominantly ride both dirt and turf in Japan. I like this horse at 10-1. He's unbeaten. And with baby horses, you never know. It's a track shot. Am I going to lay a lot of money on this race? Possibly not. That's why the Stars of Tomorrow pay so well. We don't know exactly what any of these horses could do, either being filly or colt or so on and so on, until they really mature into what they were going to be. But I like Ikori Song. Like it's across the board bet would be a great bet. I use them light in the rolling doubles, use them light in the triples. Do I want to spread in this race? My goodness, I looked at the field and I like Ikori Song. It's a race that is going to probably pay well. Governor Sam is going to be the horse right now, as much as like ferocious as I picked out. Trained by George Weaver. He's got really good speed figures. The good thing about Governor Sam is that his speed figures, his buyer figures are very consistent, which I like. They don't go way too up. They don't go way too down. And his speed buyers in his last three races, 75, no, take that back, 77, 75, 78. So he's, in my opinion, when a horse runs evening, that means he's giving a good account of himself. He's not doing too much, but he's always there. So that's why he's a 7-2 chalk right now. And again, the race is wide open. When you have a horse at 7-2 for the morning line, what does that tell you, ladies? This race is wide open. Other horses in that weight, if I look over here, there's Out of Bayo. Jose Delgado, who's a decent trainer from Gulfstream Park, has Gabaldon. Haven't seen a horse run too much. The last race he put an 82 figure, which is better than Governor Sam's 3. But then you look at, can this horse regress? He's known to be a decent shipper, bringing horses out, California, young horses. A big question mark in this race. But what I'm getting from Ikoro Siege at 10-1 with jockey Hiduki Miori, or I should take that back. That's not the jockey. That is a trainer. My apologies. So I like Ikoro Siege at 10-1. And this is just the analysis. Once I believe hopefully the DRF and the past performance will have all the the past performance. I'll go over it again with a fine-tooth comb. I'll let you know what else is going on for the races. And that's all I have. I believe I covered for the last 2 days, ladies and gentlemen, all 14 of the Breeders' Cup races. I did the brunt of it. That's why my video yesterday was at 25 minutes. This is below half of that because I only had to wrap it up with 4. So I thank you for your appreciation and your time, for putting up with my jibber jabber and my horse sense in a common joke. And hopefully I'll get my next video out with my other, when I go through the DRF Racing Forum and go through my notes and start sharpening up my stick and ready to see what else we have for the races. This is James Ramos from At the Quarter Pole, where winning and history run neck and neck. Have a good morning, ladies and gentlemen.